Hello, Usher. We are here at your New Look Foundation. We're celebrating 15 years. What means the most to you about empowering today's youth?
Well, just the opportunity. I think that the youth have always been on the heels of change. They actually have led the charge. 15 years ago, I decided to do something with what was just a blessing. Give them an opportunity to see something different. A lot of the kids that I'd been able to mentor at that time came from impoverished areas and underserved communities. But changing their perspective and giving them that tool to go out and engage others is what it's really been about. Flying and engaging over 21,000 youth all around the world. We've been everywhere from Kenya to Malaysia, Africa, many parts of Africa, Canada, Toronto, the UK, and then obviously all of the states here in America.
We are here at Usher's New Look Foundation. We're celebrating 15 years, and you're the MC. What advice would you give to future leaders?
To future leaders, continue to lead by example, stay humble. I feel like all the leaders in this world are leaders for a reason. So I think you should encourage those that are not leaders to try to be leaders, because a lot of people, they don't have the self-confidence and the encouragement from others that they really could be the best leaders in the world, but they have no idea. So everybody needs somebody to give them that extra confidence.
We are at Usher's New Look Foundation today. I'm here with Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray, what advice would you give to future leaders?
Well, I was speaking to some of the young people last night, and I said, you know what? My advice on any term is to be a fighter, because I think fighting is a metaphor of life. We get knocked down. We have to really do our due diligence of training, with the study, with the focus, all the things, all the principles that apply to become successful in the ring are applicable outside the ring too.
How important is it to you to empower today's youth?
Oh, it's so important. I was just telling someone, I accepted a Tony Award, a month ago, but it's far more important to be here today because this is, the young folks can see up close, how important it is to not only Usher, but the folks like his friends who are also professionals in the business. So I just think it's, this is our future, and my hat's off to Usher and his dedication and his tenacity and his setting an example. So it's really important for me to be here.
How important is it to you to empower today's youth?
Before I got on The Voice and did that whole thing, half of my income was working as a tutor. So education is something that's always been important to me. I love working with kids and kind of seeing them improve and seeing how education changes them. So being a part of this, it just fits right in for me. I'm really glad to be doing it.
What have you been doing lately? I know you're amazing in and out of the ring. What have you been doing lately to empower you?
Well, I also have a foundation, and I have had this foundation for 5 years, and it's all about juvenile diabetes research. It's about giving back. It's about making a difference. It's about impacting the young people, and Usher's done that. I hope I'm continuing to do that, and it's a wonderful thing.
Do you have any foundations of your own? Are you working with any youth currently?
Oh yeah, I have a foundation called Kenny Leon's True Colors Theater Company, and we started something called a August Wilson monologue competition. And August Wilson was a Pulitzer Prize winning writer, and now we take inner city kids from 10 cities every year and give them exposure, and they learn through the work, and we send them to New York and they compete on a Broadway stage. And many of them never been on an airplane, never been to New York, certainly never been on a Broadway stage. I have folks like Dan Radcliffe and Samuel L. Jackson come and spend time with them. So, we're all doing what we can, because it's all our responsibility.
You are being honored today. You are being honored. How does it feel to be honored at Usher's 15th anniversary New Look Luncheon?
Well, it's really amazing to be being honored, period, but to be being honored during the 15-year anniversary is just amazing. New Look has had a lot to do with my development over the years, and so the fact that they're recognizing, that I've taken their advice and really put it to use is kind of, it's a great feeling.
How important is it to you to empower today's youth?
It's extremely important because I remember what it was like before New Look, and I realized that a lot of people don't get these opportunities, and so I definitely do not take it for granted, and I think it's important that I take what they've given me and give it to somebody else.
I'm standing here with a speaker and an honoree. How important is it to both of you to empower today's youth?
To just really continue to, a lot of times young people don't really have people that they could look up to. They feel like they can only look up to Beyonce's or Nicki Minaj's, but just showing young girls that you can do positive things and still be a good role model, and letting them know that they can do anything that they want to do. They don't have to wait to be great. They can change the world now. And just looking at people like me, Mary Pat, she's from Atlanta, Georgia, and she's done all of these different things, and if she can do it, so can I.
You're speaking today, so how important is it to you to empower today's youth?
Well, I definitely feel like through the 4 pillars, talent, education, career, and service, it's big that, you can implement each one of those to continue to drive, to continue to follow your dream, continue to push harder, fight stronger, dig deeper, and to just continue to never stop.